Last time, on the adventures of Takeo and Farrunner, our intrepid duo, upon hearing rumors of a large cache of Darkstone, braved the entrance to the infamous Forbidden Fortress, hoping to find it and improve their odds of getting revenge on both the fallen shogun and the Blackfoot tribe. But sadly, unluckiness and overwhelming odds from the monsters proved too much for the duo, as it left Takeo at death's door and forced Farrunner to flee. Thinking his one and only friend in this foreign and unusual land, he prepares to give his friend a burial, but may have found out that his friend is only mostly dead. Let's rejoin our pair as they head into town. Hello, folks. We have returned to the adventures of Takeo and Farrunner. And thanks to some helpful comments, I have learned that Takeo, our wandering samurai here, is not actually dead. He might be just mostly dead. And if you get that joke, you win 100 points. Okay, so I was supposed to roll 2d6 instead of just 1d6. So I rolled a 1 for my last d6, so I'm going to roll another solo d6. And I've got a handy-dandy dice tray, so it'll be a little bit easier so the dice don't go everywhere. So, let's find out just how badly Takeo was injured. Roll. And it is a 4. So, 4 plus 1 is a 5, so his injury is ouch, gouged eye. Your vision is blurred and cloudy as one of your eyes has been scratched. You cannot get critical hits on your ranged attack. That's not going to be much of a problem since Takeo is not really a ranged person. All right. Now, with that out of the way, it's time for our two intrepid heroes, after failing the first mission of the Forbidden Fortress. First, they have to head into town, but first we have to do travel hazards. I will be using the travel hazards from the expanded Feudal Village set, so that I'll have more travel hazards to do. And this time, unlike in the original, instead of 2d6, we will be rolling 3d6. So, we'll be rolling 3 dice. Let's start initiative order. So we will start with Farrunner. Get this in the view. Farrunner's travel hazard is... Let's see. Oops, I forgot. Oh, actually, it's a different type of D6. So anyway, I forgot that. So never mind. So, all right. The red will be the ones digit. The white will be the tens digit. So, let's see what kind of travel hazards Farrunner will have. It is a 1 and a 4. That is a 14. His is the Yamabushi Shrine Stone. Passing through a peaceful mountain village, Farrunner comes across an ancient stone shrine surrounded by burning incense and covered in sacred Yamabushi runes. Every hero makes a spirit test of 5+. If successful, they recover a grit or heal d6 wounds / sanity. Any mix. All right, that out of the way. So we're just going to check his spirit. Farrunner's spirit is 3. So he needs a 5+. Misses, so no grit for him. But nothing bad happens to him. Alright. Now it's time for our gouged eye Takeo to go. Remember, red is in the ones digit, white's in the tens digit. 1 and 1, 11. Possession. As Takeo settles in for the night around the fire, there is an odd chill in the air. With a contorted face and twisted form, one of the party is possessed by a vile demon, lashing out and speaking in tongues before regaining control. You will all die before the might of the Ancient Ones. Reshature Cthulhu. Your souls will burn, positively, in the fires of cinder. Belial will have his revenge. The hero that rolled this must immediately lose 1 sanity permanently and roll a d6. on the roll of a 1, 2, or 3, he must also roll once on the madness chart as a result of this horrific experience. So that's not good. That's not good at all for our boy TAKEO. He is having a rough time of it. All right, so I have to reduce his overall sanity from 10 to 9. All right, roll a d6. And he will meet. It's a 2. So he must roll once again on the madness chart to figure out how screwed up he is from this. So 2d6 on the madness chart. I remembered. His madness will be an 8. The chills. It's so cold in here. It feels like you're freezing on the inside. When scavenging, ignore the first D6, the first 6 you roll on the scavenge test. All right. So let's see. Well, so he has chills. Hopefully we can recover this. All right. We've done our adventure rolls. So now it's time to head to village. Now, this is the expansion, so we have to roll to determine whether or not we're heading to a small village, a medium-sized village, or a large village. So, we roll. We're heading to a small village. Okay, not much to get there. And now we have to roll to see if we get to a specialty village. All right. Okay, specialty village. 2d6. Let's see what we get. That is 6. And it is a standard feudal village on a 6. So it's not going to be that much interesting. So I'll set up the board. Be right back. All right, we're back. And we have populated the village, but because we failed the last mission, before we do anything, D3 location, a D3 number of locations will be destroyed. So we won't be able, so I won't populate it just yet. First, let's see how many are destroyed. 2 are destroyed. And let's see which locations will be wiped out. 5 is gone. And 2 is gone. All right, so no villages populate there. So we'll be drawing from our stack of tokens. All right, first location will be the tavern. Second location will be the House of Healing. Nice. All right, we have a very small village. If you don't know how a village works, each day we can spend some time in the village selling our items and gain XP. That's the town event. So the longer we stay in the village, the worse of the events we might face. Okay. Let's see. Unfortunately, I completely lost my record sheet, so I'm just going this by memory. I know Farrunner has at least 450 XP, and I'll just round it out and say that Farrunner has about 300 gold, and that TAKEO has about 200 XP and 100 gold. Just for clarity's sake, because I kind of fudged up the last adventure, so doing that. So first and foremost, before we do that, TAKEO is going to go to the House of Healing to try to get his gouged eye fixed and maybe heal his sanity. And Farrunner is going to the tavern. So, working in initiative order, we will start with TAKEO first for the event chart for the tavern. Let's see what kind of adventures he can get up to here. All right. The travel hazard sheet for the tavern. Time to roll a d6 to see what happens to him in the tavern. 7. And 7 is a good time. A round of drinks makes everyone forget about the dark world outside these walls. Pay $10 and recover a grit while in town. That's great. So he is down to 400, about 440 in terms of money, and he has a grit. So there's that. Now, what can he purchase? What can he do? All right. Let's see. He could play Samurai Kuroda. He could play Dragon Chohan Dice. Not too bad for get himself some money. Drink yourself into a stupor. It's not going to be too well. I don't think he's drinking that much. And test your might. Let's see. Let me check his stats. His strength is 2, and his luck is 2. Let's see. You know what? First, I'm going to have him test his might. It's limit once per stay. All right, test his might. I'm going to make a luck 5 test. If successful, I gain $50 for every 5 rolled. If failed, you lose half in your several hands and leave with nothing. So, I need a luck 5. I'm going to use a grit. Reroll that. Nice, he does it. So he has $490 left. And with the $490, can't do that. Let's see what he can do. Nothing much he can do. So I'll leave it at that. He just brought some stuff. Now, for TAKEO, he's at the House of Healing, which is very much needed because he needs to get his eye checked out. Rolling 2d6. 7. The stench of death, all too familiar on the battlefields and villages of this region of late. No event, so nothing bad happens to him. All right, so he needs some medical attention. Needs some surgery. Let's see. If you can afford to pay the cost, choose an injury or mutation you want to remove from the and roll the chart below. It rolls a d6. All right, let's hope nothing too bad happens to him. I know he still has a grit. So roll 3. I'm going to try to re-roll that with my only grit. 2, botched. The injury is too severe. It could never be healed through surgery at the House of Healing. All right, that's okay. TAKEO is going to be the one-eyed samurai for this. And unfortunately, that's all we can do since there isn't much in the town left for us to do. TAKEO could go to the tavern and drink himself into a stupor, but he's got one eye, so he's not going to even bother. And Farrunner, it has nothing wrong with him, so he is just going to leave this alone. But let me see if he can't buy. Oh, I've got to buy something. So for his 150, he is going to spend 50 to buy a bandage. Then he, see, so he's got 100 left. Let's see. You know what? I'm just going to save my money. Just going to save my money and do nothing else. So now our boys decide that they're going to try for the Forbidden Fortress once again. Our first town stay wasn't exactly all that eventful, but it had some fun. All right, as a reminder, as a reminder, the Forerunner has as a reminder of their stats overall. Marking it down. All right, Forerunner. Our Indian here, our Indian Scout, has an agility of 3, cunning of 2, spirit of 3, strength of 2, lore of 4, and luck of 2. It still has a high initiative of, I believe, 5. And his combat is 2. Max combat, well, his max combat is 2 for right now. Max grit is 2 as well. Ranged and melee to hit is 4+. Health is still 4. And defense of 4+. Sanity is 10. Willpower is the same, 4+. He is currently armed with the ancient hatchet, not the ancient hatchet, the regular hatchet, the carbine, the ancient coin as a personal item, the Yamabushi charm that he wasn't going to sell, and the spirit urn. He still has his heightened sense of abilities. He has no injuries or mutations to his name. 450 experience, 490 in gold, no Darkstone, and no sidebat tokens for this turn. Now, TAKEO, he's doing a little bit better. He has agility of 3, cunning of 3, spirit of 2, strength of 3, lore of 2, and a luck of 2, with initiative of 4. His range to hit, his combat and max grit is both 2. Range to hit is 4+. Well, he won't be hitting much of anything because his range to hit is now 5+ because of his eye, which can't be healed. Melee to hit is 3+. No corruption. His health is now 12. His defense is 3. Sanity is now 9 thanks to that travel event. And his willpower is 4+. Currently 150 XP and 150 gold. And currently in his side bag, he has a bandage, no Darkstone or anything else. As for personal effects, his personal item is a Sacred Flower, Wanderer's Katana, Ronin's Helmet, and the Samurai Armor. He has Wandering Samurai for his special starting upgrade, and he has Whirlwind Slice and Lightning Strike as his Samurai combat abilities. He still has the Chills, which means that his scavenge rolls won't be very good, and he of course has a gouged eye, meaning he won't be able to shoot very well. But let's see what happens in the next episode as they try to retake the Forbidden Fortress. I hope you've enjoyed this small little update video. If you like what you've seen, comment below. If I made any mistakes, let me know in the comment section below. I will make the changes necessary next time. So until next time, Shin Tiger Curl, that dude in the straw hat, saying good day and good luck to our intrepid heroes.